Invaders. Now, this is something that I made up to sound a lot like Jumpin' Jack Flash by the Stones. And I have another lesson on that. I teach Jumpin' Jack Flash. But this is similar in that the rhythm starting out is what I call 3 plus 3 plus 2 rhythm. And it's kind of a Latin beat. You find it in Argentinian milongas, you know, where it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. But it's in a 4/4 time, so the proper count is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so you're accenting like 2 groups of 3 with 2 left over. You have 8 notes, 8 eighth notes in the measure, and if you do 3 group of 3 plus a group of 3, that's 6, with 2 left over, making 8. Ba 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 ba, like that. Okay, that's 3 plus 3 plus 2 rhythm. Now in the beginning, the first 2 measures are kind of like an intro. And then it starts with these 4 chords. Now, a very important thing is to connect. So if you tried like hitting the last 2 strums to the downbeat of the next chord, and make sure you don't leave out a strum, like you don't want to go. That's leaving out a strum, that's cheating, okay? So don't cheat. Try to, even if you hit very lightly, hit something on the last 8th note before you go to the next chord. So work on each chord change, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, like that. Just do 2 strums and then go to the downbeat. And then that's not a real difficult chord change. You're just going across the street on the same fret. And then you could work on remember, we're doing root 5th chords with 3 fingers. So we got 1st, 3rd, and 4th fingers. And then, so that's drilling each one of the 4 chord changes. To there, to there. And learn to change on a dime. And make sure you've got sound on every strum. You don't want to just do a scrape like that. Gives you more time to change chords, but that's not the point. You want to be able to change right on a dime. So that's pretty important. Now when you get to the riff, which sounds a lot like Jumpin' Jack Flash, you know, I have to admit, but it's like a ball bouncing once. You cut the first chord. So it's like 1, 2, 4, and 1. Now an important thing, you're going to have your pinky on the high note of that chord, and that's the first note of the single notes that you play. So keep your pinky on there and play that first note with the pinky, and then switch to the 3rd finger. Pinky, 3rd finger, and then, well, I'm not playing it right. Let me do that. Sorry. And then do 3rd finger on everything else. But that first note, do it with the pinky because you've already got it there because of the chord. Okay? And so if you don't understand the rhythm, make sure that you count the rhythm. Like you could just hit an open string, like the open 5th string, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, So make sure you understand the tie. When you tie 3 and 4 and 1, so you're tying into 1. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so that's basically the riff, and you're doing it, let's see, how many times? 3 times. And then instead of doing it a 4th time, you go up to the 8th fret. And that's not the 3 plus 3 rhythm. That's just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, rest, rest. Then with your first finger, slide down and target this 5th fret chord. You might have to practice that. Play the 5th fret chord and then practice and doing that in one beat, like 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. And just practice. You're hitting 2 strings and sliding down. The slide doesn't have to be perfect. They vary, depending on, but you want to be able to connect to that chord. You don't want to do a real quick slide where you go like that. That might be cool in some songs, but you want it gradual, but you want to do it in a beat. So you're thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3. Now, this section is probably the most difficult to count and also to play. You're hitting, it's like a 3 plus 3 plus 2 rhythm. So you're playing 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're holding this for 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're scraping on 2 for 2 scrapes. So it's 3, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now, when you do the scrapes, you're muting what you want to do. Like if I go, I'm on the C chord, which is the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Now when I do the scrapes, I'm already making the shape of the next chord, so I can go right to it. So I'm doing the C chord, and I'm making the shape of the G chord as I do the 2 scrapes, so I can go right into the G chord. So you want to sort of predict the next chord change and be ready. And when you do this chord change, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, scrape, scrape, I'm already at the 5th fret in position to play the next cycle. Scrape, scrape. Now so make the shape of the next chord and shift when you need to. Like I'm hitting the 1st fret, 2, 3, scrape, scrape. And now I'm at the 5th fret. I'm not just trying to get up to the 5th fret. I'm not staying here and then trying to jump to the 5th fret. So you want to anticipate the next chord change. So again, we're counting 3 plus 3 plus 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2. Sorry, I missed a strum. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Now this is a different chord. 1, rest, rest, slide. It's just like the intro, the first part. From here on But that's the I went through most of it slow from that difficult part. 3. So it's good to do it slow before you do it fast. And you might have to work on certain sections more than other sections, but that's the British Invaders, you know. Okay, have fun with that. Subscribe, John Hedger Guitar Studio. Like John Hedger Guitar Studio Facebook page. So thank you very much.